Alright gang, welcome back to our Triple Threat Challenge here in Hutan Pantai. It is now January, 8:06 in the morning to be exact. Busy day ahead of us. A lot of drilling is going to be happening today. We do have a bit of harvest to do, not counting the grass field over there that's been ready to harvest for a while. But we do have a bit of harvesting to do today. More specifically, our small field over there is ready to harvest, so we have to take care of that. We did incur a little hail damage overnight, unfortunately. It's a little disappointing, but it is what it is, so we're going to have to go ahead and try to touch this up if it'll allow us to do it. Normally it does with this cultivator, so we'll see if it, yep, it's going to let us do it. So, without doing this, we would not be able to drill this field, or at least that portion of the field, I should say. Now, it's going to cause some tire marks in here, but that's alright. No, get off a worker. I don't want a worker doing it. Get off a worker. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Things are good here. All the other fields are doing well. They are growing. Nothing ready to harvest except for the small field over there that I mentioned. When we're done with the little touch-up here to this, we are also going to have the workers start cultivating our long-grain rice field over there that we harvested. That one needs to be cultivated up still. And we'll start drilling this field. As you can see, there's a lot of spots here that have to be touched up on this field. It's a big field, man, so if there's any kind of hail at all, there's a high chance that we're going to have some major damage. Now, besides just drilling this field and cultivating that field up there, a couple other things we have to do today. One, it is the best time to sell a lot of stuff, so we're going to be selling all of the kimchi cabbage that or just the cabbage, the Napa cabbage, should say kimchi. We're not making kimchi on this series. The Napa cabbage that we have is all going to be best to sell today. So we're going to keep an eye on the prices there, and then whenever the time's right, we will turn it on to auto selling from the greenhouse for whatever's in there storing. And then we will go and utilize the front loader here on the forks of the John Deere and get all of the pallets put up on our trailer, so we can go sell those. A couple other things we're going to be doing today as well is we are also going to be moving over a couple of the pallets over to the temple. We do have some pallets that have spawned at the sawmill, so we will take those over to the temple so we can at least begin the work on the temple. Pretty crucial for us to go ahead and get that started today. Now, I'm not sure if we need to flood the other long-grain rice field we have or not. It kind of looked like we don't, from what I could tell from a distance, but we will drive over there and check. Definitely want to do that early on in this episode, because I do tend to forget to do that sometimes. But then I have to do it off camera, so I really don't want to do it off camera. I'd like to do it on camera with all of you, so you know I'm not doing anything major off camera. Please stop going to a worker. Thank you. Alright, so this should be good to go. This field should be good to go now. So we're going to... Oh, no, it's not. I lied. There's another one up here I missed. Man, we got a lot of hail damage overnight. A lot of hail damage. Holy smokes. I don't think that's going to need water. I'm almost guaranteeing that's not going to need water. One more pass here. This should just about do it. Alright, perfect. Now we should be good before... let me just go to a bird's eye view and make sure that there's nothing else I'm missing. Not really. There's these little spots here, but again, that's not from hail damage specifically. Yep, we're good. We did get hail damage, unfortunately, in here, as you can see. Not the most ideal situation, but it is what it is. Let's go get the worker going over here on this side. We'll get the harvester out. We'll start heading over to our small field. We can start harvesting that today. Yep, does not need it. Didn't think so, but we're over here, so you might as well just double check it. So I'm going to get the worker going here. I'll jump into the harvester, and I will meet you over at the small field here, gang. All right, first off, we actually are going to change plans real quick here. We are going to sell the silage first. The silage is dropping in price. We need to sell it. We've got a lot of silage. A lot of silage. This is going to take quite a number of trips here. And one of you correctly, and I normally write your name down, and I apologize, I didn't before I started this video. So I apologize, but I'll try to make sure I notate it in this video. But in any case, I mentioned that my forage wagon holds a heck of a lot more than my trailer does, and that you're 100% correct. It was a lapse of judgment there for sure. So I should definitely be utilizing this to take the silage and sell it versus the trailer. Now, where are we going to go here? We'll do an autosave here. I pulled it up. Technically, silage is best in December, as we know, right? But January's not going to be bad. It's going to be the best it's going to be until December again. And actually, the biogas plant right now is $3.77. That's actually $7 better than what the average best is. Same with the animal dealer. It's $3.72. It is much closer, the animal dealer, than the biogas plant. And that's a $5 difference. I'm not that concerned about $5. So we're going to go to the animal dealer just because it's closer, less wear and tear on the vehicle. And we've got to make a lot of trips doing this anyway, right? So we'll go together here for one trip, and then I'll probably do a lot of the other trips off camera until we get to the final trip there, just so you can see the kind of money, the kind of funds that we are gaining as a total from this. It should be pretty nice, man. 200 and some thousand liters of silage is no joke, man. That's no joke. Bringing 35,000 over now, so it should be good. Now, when we're done with the silage here, we will head over and start doing the harvest. Now, as far as the harvest goes, I'm not positive if we will do the entire harvest or not. We probably will. What I probably will end up doing, honestly, is... So what we'll probably do is we'll put the worker on drilling the big field that we just finished cultivating up at the beginning of this episode. For the beginning, we'll harvest the smaller field. Then we'll head over and probably take over doing some of the drilling, more than likely. I don't know if we're going to do the whole drilling or not. We probably will have the worker doing a good chunk of that. But when all of that is said and done, then we're going to probably take the... Well, you know what? We might sell that small field, actually, today. Remember we talked about how we were going to potentially sell it. Now that we got the two big fields that we need, we might sell that field. Just to get a little bit of funds back. That way we can utilize it for other things. I'm not positive on that statement, but we might. There should be somewhere in here that we're going to drop this off at. There it is. Let's watch the money pour in here, gang. $13,000. That's fantastic, man. And we've got a hell of a lot more trips to make at around that $13,000 mark, man. This is we're gonna get to 100,000 probably, or close to it today. By the time we're done selling the silage and then selling all of the pallets. We also have the goat milk pallets that are best to sell right now too, and those are worth a pretty penny. They're like $9 grand, man. They're worth a hell of a lot of money. So we should easily get $100,000 today, which would be really, really nice to utilize to start maybe paying off the loan now next, right? We've got the fields we need. Now it's just a matter of us getting enough money to buy the harvester, buy the, the ability to drill green beans into the ground. So right now my focus is going to be on getting rid of the loan as fast as possible, because that way we're gaining more money every single month, right? We're not losing money every month as we're trying to save up to get the $500,000 harvester. So that's our next goal here, in my opinion, is we're going to accomplish and check off item number 2 of the Triple Threat Challenge. Alright, for all intents and purposes, this will be the last trip we take up here of the silage. You can see we're at 115,425 right now, which is fantastic. You also notice that I switched tractors, mostly because I did go ahead and put the worker on starting the drilling of the big field. Because why not, right? We might as well get some of that accomplished simultaneously as we're carrying all the silage up here. This tractor's able to do the job. It's a little bit slower, but it is able to do the job. Now, admittedly, I am doing this episode in chunks, and what I mean by chunks is I did part of it the previous day, and now I'm doing the rest of it today. When I loaded up the game today, well, I guess technically it started happening last night, there was a freezing issue that was occurring, and it was only on this map. And I can't figure out why. The only thing I can think of that I can figure out, or the only thing that makes the game work, is something with the new DLC that I downloaded. So I downloaded the Nexum, whatever it's called, the new DLC that just came out. Perfectly fine. That DLC being installed and being loaded up, perfectly fine on any other map. But if I load it up on this map, the whole game crashes. Basically, well, it freezes. I can't do anything. I have to go back to the dashboard on my Xbox and kind of reset the whole game. Tried multiple different ways of getting in and trying to, just load in and let it sit there for a while and do its thing. Does not matter. It just kept freezing. So there's clearly an issue there on this map, at least. So I'm going to leave that DLC off for the time being. I don't think we're going to utilize the DLC on this series anyway. So we don't really need it to be loaded up when we load up the game anyway. So we'll head back here to the farm here. As you can see, the worker's been doing a lot of work. He's got, I would say, around half of the field accomplished already. And that's a good thing, right? That's going to save us a little bit of time. So we're going to take this back. Well, okay, all right. Well, that was partially my fault, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to take this back to the farm here. I'll drop it off, and then we'll jump into the harvester. We'll head over to the small field. We'll get that field harvested. And then we will see where we are. I think I'll be able to hold everything from that field in the harvester, but if not, we'll utilize the John Deere and bring the trailer over there and load it up that way. So I will see you at the small farm. Decided to stop and pick up some gas here because we were getting a little low. We had about a little less than half a tank, which really is a decent amount, but while we're here, we might as well just go ahead and kill two birds with one stone and fill it all the way up to max, right? So this is the field right here. It's not bad. It won't take us too long. It's 75% yield bonus, so it's not as good as it possibly could have been, but it's still decent. It is canola, which means it might be okay to sell today. We'll take a look. If it's not a terrible price, we're probably going to sell this one today. If not, we'll hold on to it, right? But I would suspect that with it being canola in January, normally canola is the December, January months anyway, it's probably going to be pretty good. I do think we are actually going to sell this field back. Might be, a little bit against probably what most of you would want. I think I'm going to sell it back. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, we'll get some money back that we can utilize elsewhere that would be useful right now. Two, I'd like to, if we're going to buy another field, which we might, I'd like it to be something a little bit larger than this field at this point. And potentially something a little bit closer. Now that we have two fields that are pretty far away from our yard, I would like to kind of, if I'm going to expand anymore, and I mean, probably won't, but if we do, it'll be like probably one field. But I'd like to be somewhere near where we currently are. Ideally, we want that field that's literally right next to us. It's going to be expensive to buy that field, though. A lot more expensive, certainly, than just keeping this field. I get that, but it will produce a little bit more crop for us as well, right? So this did its job, but now that we've got so many fields, I'm not as concerned about having this small field anymore. And we had hail damage, major hail damage. We lost a lot of crop there, unfortunately. So this won't take too long to do here, gang, but let's go ahead and knock this out really quick. I do think, seeing that we're already at 20% going around the headland here, there's a high probability we are going to have to grab the John Deere and the trailer and come over here. But we'll see. I've been wrong many times before. Let's get to work. All right, we're pulling back up here, gang. It didn't take too long, and it did actually accept, we were able to hold everything into the actual harvester itself. So, stand corrected. I'm always wrong normally whenever I say or try to guess, you know, those things. So, we'll go ahead and drop it in the silo for now. Now, let's take a look and see what canola price is right now. It's actually November that it's best. 3189 is the average best. Right now, we're at 2809. I guess we'll hold on to it. It's going to become a concern, though. This silo is going to get full really quickly here again because we're saving this. Yeah, I guess we'll hold on to it. All right, I'm going to let the worker continue doing the drilling out there. I'm not even sure if we're actually going to have the time to take over for the worker there or not. I talked about that kind of early on, but right now what I would like to do... Nope, not that. Is, once I'm done putting the harvester away, I'd like to get the John Deere out, get the flatbed trailer out, and let's start stacking up all these bales. Stacking up these pallets of the goat milk and of the Napa cabbage, and we can go find a location to sell those because the price is pretty good right now. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here after I shut the barn there. So, specifically, let's look at the goat milk first. It's the first one we're going to come to anyway. Goat milk, $9,214 per 1,000 liters. That's good money right there, gang. We're going to get almost, actually, it'd probably be right around 20 grand out of that because we've got 3 pallets there, but the 1 pallet that's not full. Now, the Napa cabbage. There it is. 1,190 at the train station. 1,174 at the restaurant. Yeah, so pretty good, right? So we'll turn the restaurant on. I don't know if I can turn 2 on at a time or not. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't tried that yet. I would assume no. I turned it on, but it's not... So the dairy... yeah, there's only 1 at a time. Kind of figured that. I would like to be able to turn 2 on at a time. I think that would be better. But, you know, whatever. What do I know? And then the restaurant is where? Up here. Okay, we really haven't been up there yet. That's up here by the little old village, which would be kind of cool to go up there and see that. So, let's get to the John Deere here. We need to go get the forks back on. Get the flatbed trailer out. And what we're going to do here, first of all, is turn these onto selling. And 11,927 liters will be sold here at about 1,400 on the clock. So we got a ways before that's going to happen. And don't know where I'm going here. Trailer's over here. Not over on the left side of the shed. It's over here. All right. I'm going to set the trailer somewhere about there. For some reason, I like the trailer to be kind of at that angle when I'm stacking, and I'm not the best at stacking. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that. I guess probably my weakest link in this game is stacking of any sort. Bales, pallets, whatever it may be. That is by far what I'm worst at. Okay. Not terrible, actually. I need to line up a little bit better than that there, Z. Come on, buddy. Now, I know if I actually had the pallets spawn and put them on here, I'd probably get a tiny bit more money. than just selling them outright directly from the greenhouse, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that, honestly. All right, let's strap these suckers down here. And we'll go get the goat milk. And after all that's done, what we might end up doing here is... no, I don't want to do that. No. Start mowing the grass here in preparation to put some more into the silo here for some more silage. Now, I will admit there is a tiny bit of silage left in the actual hopper here, or the silo here. But it's not really enough that I felt like it was worth making a trip all the way up there. So we'll just hold off on the rest of the silage in there. I'm gonna have to move this trailer out of the way. I always seem to leave the trailers in the wrong spots, don't I? Now, the goats are going to need a little bit of water here soon as well. Now, we do have that buying silo. I think the water out of there is free, if I remember correctly. So we'll likely just utilize that. Sorry, neighbor, driving over your crops here, bud. But what I was talking about earlier, this is the field that I would like to own, because it's on pretty much our land anyway as it is. So it would be ideal to own this piece of land, and that would probably be the last piece of land we own, honestly. But it is very expensive. It's actually more money than we currently have right now. We will probably get there. All right, I'm not gonna be able to pick those up. I'm gonna have to pick them up one at a time. We probably will be able to get there in regard to the money it would cost to own it today by the time we're done selling this stuff. But again, my focus right now, I think, is going to be switching gears to try to pay off the loan as fast as possible. Just so we stop incurring any kind of interest and things like that, right? So, now that we have all the fields we need, I want to put some heavy emphasis on getting that loan paid off as soon as possible. That way, every month and whenever we're selling anything, we're making the full amount of money. Told you guys I'm not the best at stacking, but it'll work. Doesn't really matter what it looks like when it's on there. As long as it stays on there, does not really matter. Alright, good enough. Just going to strap them down here. And we'll reset all the straps here once we get attached. Alright, let's head up there. I'll just do a bit of a jump cut till we get closer to the old village kind of thing. Everything else you've seen, so you don't really need to see that. But we'll get a little bit of a jump cut. Alright, we're nearly here, gang. Let me get out a first-person view here. We'll do a little bit of a third-person view here so you can check out all the buildings and stuff. I'm sure you've already seen them all at this point, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time up here. I spent a little bit of time, certainly, at the very beginning, when the game first released, but I don't really spend a ton of time walking around here, searching, looking at stuff. So it'll be kind of a treat for both of us to check everything out here. This is a big hill we're climbing. This John Deere is a little loud in comparison to the Challenger, but that's all right. It was getting worse. Just drilled a sign. That's good. There's some rice fields over there. And I think they are fake rice fields. I don't think you can do anything with those rice fields, which is a little unfortunate because they look cool. I don't think there's any way to actually harvest them or drill them or do anything. It's all just for looks. Man, we are struggling right now. This is really cool, though. I'd like to live kind of on the side of a mountain like this, side of the hill, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure it has its positives and its negatives, right? If it snows, it's probably really, really bad, but it's, man, is it pretty, though. Well, this is that sharp corner. I think this is what was in, yeah, this is. I'm going to have to go into first person for a minute here, gang. This is what was in the trailer there, I think, for FS25. Yeah, it was. It was. With the little tiny, whatever you call them, Acti type of truck. I don't know if that's the actual name for the one that's in the game or not, but like the Honda Actis, if you know what I'm talking about. I like this road. This road is pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, if I had a house, I would actually think I'd like pick up here. Way up here on the top. Overlooking. I mean, that's pretty sick. It's a sick view right there. Okay, evidently it's here? That doesn't look like a sell point to me. Definitely looks like a restaurant, I'll give you that, but... Oh man, look at that view, dude. Look at that view! Pfft. This is where I'd want to be, man. Right here. This is it. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know, and we're not really doing them in this series, but I don't even know what the collectibles are on this map. I haven't even looked. I haven't even begun to look. I guess that is a sell point. Awkward. Okay. I turned that on because I just, the interactive zone markers, just because I wanted to make sure before I drove over it. Hopefully it doesn't accept the goat milk here either. I don't think it did. I'm pretty positive the goat milk didn't. We got to take the goat milk all really, really far away. $4,707, which is not that great, but it's fine. We also sold the rest of the Napa cabbage already. 1418, as you can see, that it sold a ton. So we're at 145,132 with 2,275 liters of goat milk to sell, and we know that those are going to net us a nearly 20 grand. So yeah, 160 something thousand dollars. And I'm going to do an auto-save here, a quick save. We did need to sell the Field 11 that we just harvested as well. We said we were going to sell that, so we're going to sell that too. So let's go ahead and do that while we're at it before I forget. I have a habit of forgetting things. Okay, we're up to $197,691. Now, you might be asking, well, what are you going to do with all that, Z? Well, I am probably going to put at least 100 towards the loan today. Which would leave us at 97,000. We might end up putting more towards the loan today. I don't know. Initially, that's where I'm going with this, though. I think we're just going to go straight here. It might actually be faster to go left now that I'm seeing this, though. Because I think... Let me just turn it on. I think where we're going is back into the city there. Dairy, here we go. And it's dropping in price. We need to get there. I think it's all the way down there. It is. It's all the way down there. Nearly by the ship we always go to. So let's go this way. We've not been this way at all yet. We'll stay in third-person view just to get some more views of the land here. Eventually this is going to run into, you know, the street that is on where our, well, the back side of our yard is and where the shop is. A little creek running down here, the side of the mountain here, side of the hill. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Now, when we first started, I talked about it. It looks like some of this you can. You can actually own all of it, it looks like. Yeah, you can own all of it. I was going to say, I would love to be able to say that you could own that stuff here to the left, right? You could put some stuff near the creek and everything. All right, Byron, just try to go around me. That's fine. It'd be a lot of work, though, to get all those trees out of there and make that land to a point where it could be arable, right? Be a lot of work. This way would have been much faster to get to the restaurant than the way we went, but I wanted to take the scenic route, if you will. And here's our little junction I was talking about, right? To the left, there's our yard. You can see it from the distance. The shop's right over here to the right. So we're just going to go straight down this road here, and we'll head into the city. So I will see you at the sell point. All right, we are pulling up here, gang. Now that we're getting over here, I don't think we've ever sold here. We've sold at another... Well, maybe we have. But we sold at one... I don't know, it's over there somewhere. Way over there somewhere. Maybe we have sold here, now that I'm saying that. I think we actually have. Just doesn't look as familiar as the other ones do, I guess. 20,938. So we did eclipse the 20,000 mark. That's what I was hoping for. We're at $218,000, gang. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. It's a lot of money in one episode, man. I think that silage was the correct way to go here. Big time. Definitely going to help the series move along, that's for sure. Let's get back to the farm. We're pulling back up here. The worker is actually almost done drilling the field, which is awesome. I thought we were actually going to have to take over a little bit of that, but it appears we're not going to. I'm just going to put the... not that one. No. I'll put the trailer underneath there for now, until we decide what we're going to do with that. It's not fully in there, I get that. Evidently, we carried a sign here. Okay. We'll go park this here for right now. Alright, we're going to take over for the worker here. Finish it up. There's not much left to do, but we'll go ahead and take care of the rest of this here. Now, when we're done with this, we are going to have to get the fertilizer spreader out and spread some fertilizer down here. We might need lime on this field as well. I think I might have looked at that earlier, but I forget. No lime needed, so we're good there. Now, we do have another field to drill here. We're not going to drill it today, that field over there. We're going to wait and save that one for the following episode. Which is more than likely we will be doing the drilling on that one, since we didn't get any of this drilling on this field done today. The worker did good, man. They got a lot more done than I was expecting. I really thought we were going to have a good, I don't know, 1/4 of this left remaining for us to do. But it did take us a while to do a couple of those things. You know, driving that stuff all over the place to sell it took a while. Driving the silage back and forth, the mini trips we had to make in that definitely took a while. Probably be beneficial for us to consider upgrading our trailer at some point. As a matter of fact, is there anything in the market? No, that's a manure spreader. No, there's nothing in the used market. So let's go put this away. These trees will be coming down soon enough as well. Nice thing about this drill, it's not a wide drill. It does take a long time to do any kind of drilling of any sort in the field, but it does not utilize a lot of seed, right? So that's a good thing. All right, let's get this fertilizer spreader out. All right, before we move on, we're going to spend some money here and pay off part of the loan. Let's see. Let's repay 100,000. Okay, so if we go down here, we can probably get an idea for next episode, right? Loan interest right now has been costing us $1,666. We dropped it down $100,000. So you'll see what our loan interest is when we start the following episode, right? I'll make a note, try to remind me in the comments to to do that if for whatever reason I don't do it at the beginning of the next episode. We're underway here. We don't have a whole lot of fertilizer in this spreader, but the spreader is large, so 1,138 liters is actually a decent amount. I don't know if it'll get us through the whole field or not, but since we've got a buying silo, it really doesn't make that big of a difference for us just to see if we can, you know, get it all done with what we have here. Then buy some more if we need it. Now, I probably should be utilizing the steering assist right now. I get that. Probably wouldn't be wasting any fertilizer that way, but I think I'm doing an okay job as it is, so we'll just leave it off for now. Now, one thing we said we have to do that we still haven't done yet, and we're going to do it, that's probably going to be kind of how we're going to end the episode, honestly, is we got to go to the sawmill and pick up a couple of those pallets, or at least one of the pallets at a minimum, and start taking that to the temple. Remember, we talked about we were going to start the temple today. So that requires us to get those pallets over there. There's not an option that I'm aware of for us to just automatically send it over there. So we're going to have to do that one by hand. All right, we're going to turn it on. We're going to turn it on. All right, gang, we are running out of daylight here, so we are taking the planks over here to the temple here. Now, this is more than we technically require right now. It says it needs 6,000, but I know for a fact this thing is going to require more than 6,000 at some point. So we're just going to take them all. We're gonna dump them in the temple. If it ends up being too many, it ends up being too many. It's fine. Now, I did turn off the creation here of these long planks from the sawmill. There is still some wood in here. It's not a ton of wood, but there is still some. 15,157 liters to be exact. In the right-hand corner, you can see that. And there are some planks along in there now, but that's fine. We're probably going to need more anyway, so it's fine. So we've got all of that done. It was not the best stacking job, and that's why I did a lot of it off camera there, but I mean, I've done worse. I've done better, though, too, so somewhere around in there. You might, in the background, see that there's a ticker on, or a marker on, saying that we have to, where I'm wanting to go, right? There's a location I want to go to. And there's a reason for that. We're going there because we're going to pick up some bags of cement. That is the first stage. It requires 6,000 liters of long planks, which we have a plethora of long planks. We've got 13,000 we're bringing over there. But the other thing is it also requires 6,000 liters of cement bags. I'm hoping I've got enough room on here to put the cement bags with this, so we don't have to make 2 trips. But we're going to head over there anyway. We'll pick up the cement bags, and I will meet you at the temple. All right, we are on the winding road down here to the temple, gang. We have yet to drive this road. We have been over in this vicinity looking at it, just by jumping to it. But we have never driven down this road, so it's a very, very pretty road. Little waterfall, little river here, creek, whatever. Very pretty. Frogs chirping away, or hiccuping, or whatever you want to call them. Hiccuping, ribbiting, whatever. Another waterfall. Just cascades and waterfalls all the way down. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we are here. Now, as far as where I place everything, I think it's over here on the left. I might have to turn on the icons here, but I think it's over here to the left, right here in this area that's kind of a different color ground. I think it's right there. It is there. Just unhook them, I guess, and it'll work. It should at least. Yep, just accepted it all. Sold products. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what we want. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do I turn the temple on? Do I need to go up here? Be honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing here, gang. I mean, I don't see anything up here, so I guess you just get the money when you bring it in there? Is that all it is? Let me look at something here. I mean, it's going through them, so I'm assuming this is working. Maybe somebody in the comments can let me know. I don't know. I mean, it's chewing through what is required there, right? I don't know. Hopefully that's the case, gang. Either way, we're going to leave the episode at that point. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe button, all that good stuff. It helps me out an absolute ton. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, let me know down below. I would greatly appreciate any input on the temple here to be admitting fully to you. I have yet to do anything with the temple, and I really didn't do a whole lot of research into it. This is where the location was, and it's saying it's going away from the storage, so I'm assuming it's working, but I didn't know I was going to get paid for it, which is kind of cool, but at the same time almost kind of makes the temple a little bit pointless if I'm getting paid back what I'm bringing there, right? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I could have screwed it up, but if I screwed it up, I screwed it up. Whatever. I'll see you in the next one.